Welcome. So I was halfway through installing this bidet sprayer and I thought, why not make a video about it? So I'll try and back up as much as I can so I can show you what I did to install it. So originally this was just a straight pipe and I cut into it, and I'll show you why I cut into it. I cut into it so I can put this in between the two pipes, this T-valve. Now this T-valve, all three sides of this T-valve are the same size, and they all come with a nut and a washer, and this has a valve, so the water will be constantly running through from top to bottom. And if you want it to come out of this side, you can just turn the lever. You see it's open now, it's closed. So what you do is this nut will go over the pipe and it should be a bit loose. And then you put this washer over the pipe after you've put this over the pipe. And then you can put this on top of the pipe, and then you bring the nut up to tighten over, and the washer will be in between and it will get compressed, and this is what gives you the watertight seal. So this is where I cut, and because I already installed it I don't want to take it off again, but I put the ring on first and you can see the washer in there, and I did that on both sides. So now I can just put the T-valve in between. So you do it up as much as you can by hand, and then you're going to use the tools. This is why it's good if you've got two adjustable spanners or an open end spanner, because what will happen is when you try and tighten it up, you'll see the whole thing wants to move. So you have the other spanner in place so you can tighten it. Now you don't want to over tighten it because you might damage the washer, and you do that with the others. Now the valve is closed, so I'm going to turn back on the water to check for any leaks, and if there's any leaks then I can tighten up a little bit more. So now you can hear the water filling up in the back of the toilet. So now I'm going to test to see if we're getting water out of the T-valve. Don't know if you can see that. We're getting water out of there. If you want, you could just leave it like this and then use that valve to fill up the jug if you don't want to spend any money, because this valve is about £3-4, so it's very cheap to do. And obviously you're going to need a way to cut that. I use the angle grinder, or you could use a hacksaw if you've got the space. So that's already a big benefit having that there, especially with a toilet which is separate from your sink and your bath. But I got the hose as well, just to make things a little bit more easier. Now you can buy these kits on Amazon where it comes with everything that you need, including the T-valve. However, a lot of the reviews that I have seen on them have been average or below average, and a lot of people are complaining about the components being cheap and them leaking. So I'm gonna try and fit this, and if it does leak from here, then I can always just switch it off from over there. So let me fit the hose in and see what kind of pressure I'm getting, see if it leaks or not. So this screws into there, and this side will screw into there. So let's screw in this side first. So I've used a bit of the Teflon tape on there, and you want to wrap it the way that you're going to be tightening it. Maybe I'll put a bit too much. Let's see.
Too much tape?
Give it a little nip up here. Okay. So again, I'm putting a little bit of this tape on there, and I'm remembering to go the way that it will be tightened on. Okay. Let's turn it on. See if there's any leaks. Looks good. So now what's left to do is just to get the handle up. I think I'll probably put it around here somewhere. So I'm going to drill that in now, and I'll show you when I'm done. So that is the holder in place. It's just 2 screws drilled in the wall. So the T-valve was bought from Toolstation, or Screwfix sell a similar one. That is where I recommend that you get your T-valve from. The rest of the stuff was from Amazon. Now you can buy it individually, just the sprayer, or you can buy the hose, or you can buy the whole kit, which includes the T-valve. However, there's a lot of negative reviews in regards to all of this, about how some people have complained how it drips out even when you're not pressing it down. It leaks from different parts, it leaks from the T-valve. But I think if you've got a good quality T-valve, not from Amazon, if any of these other parts begin to leak, you can just switch it off here, and you're still gonna have water going to the top of your toilet. And if you need to, you can turn it on, use it, turn it off, and your floor will stay dry. But if you've bought the Amazon part and it decides it wants to start leaking from the T-valve when it's off, you're not going to be able to stop that leak unless you switch off all of the water, which you're not going to do, because then you won't be able to flush your toilet. So that's just my opinion, based upon the reviews I read. It's better to go for a quality T-valve. But other than that, it's a great piece of kit. The family loves it, and if you made it this far, thank you for watching.